You might have heard that your landlord cannot raise your rent more than 10% during an emergency, like the COVID-19 pandemic. Is this true? In most cases, yes. On March 4th, 2020, Governor Newsom declared a California-wide state of emergency because of the COVID-19 pandemic. This means all Californians were immediately protected against price gouging. If you are a renter in California, your landlord can't raise your rent more than 10% of what your rent was immediately before the governor declares an emergency. These price gouging protections are in place until at least September 4th, 2020. Let's use an example. On March 4th, 2020, when the governor declared a state of emergency, your monthly rent was $1,000. On April 1st, 2020, your landlord gave you a 60-day notice that your monthly rent would increase to $1,200 on June 1st, 2020. This is a 20% increase, and in most cases is against the law during the state of emergency. Your landlord can only raise your rent up to 10%, or in this example, $100. Your landlord might tell you a rent increase over 10% is allowed because they are giving you more benefits as a renter. Those types of reasons do not make more than a 10% rent increase lawful during the state of emergency. Your landlord must take back the 20% rent increase. They cannot raise your rent by more than 10%. Your landlord may be able to raise rent more than 10% during the state of emergency if your landlord must make repairs beyond normal maintenance. Additionally, if you signed a contract agreeing to an increase before the emergency declaration, these protections may not apply to you either. If your landlord is asking you to pay a rent increase that is more than 10%, you can write your landlord a letter, you can show your landlord this video, and you can call Legal Services of Northern California for help. There are other laws in California that limit how much a landlord can raise rent. In some cases, a landlord may not even be able to raise the rent by 10%. You can contact Legal Services of Northern California to find out if you are protected by any of these other laws. You can report price gouging by filing a complaint with the California Attorney General's office by phone or online. You can always visit our website at www.lsnc.net for more information.